Emily Foster was a name that once brought a smile to everyone in her small town. Friendly, ambitious, and full of life, she was the kind of person everyone adored. But in a cruel twist, her life would end in a way no one could ever have predicted. The haunting footage of her final moments, captured by a surveillance camera on a quiet winter night, would go on to reveal the last terrifying hours of her life and the twisted story that lay beneath. Emily's disappearance shocked everyone who knew her. She was only 23, freshly out of college and ready to begin her career in social work. She'd often stay late to help her clients, some of whom had troubled pasts. For Emily, helping others was her calling. She was last seen leaving her office one evening, bundled up against the chill, waving goodbye to her coworkers. But that night, she never made it home. Days passed with no sign of her, and worry turned to panic. Her family and friends were desperate for answers, plastering missing person posters around town and pleading for any information. The police combed through the town, but it was a local coffee shop security footage that would uncover the chilling lead they needed. What they found would shock the town to its core. The footage revealed Emily, alone, crossing a dimly lit parking lot just a few blocks from her workplace. She seemed cautious, glancing over her shoulder several times. Then, she stopped suddenly, her body stiffening as if she sensed something, or someone, behind her. A shadow emerged just out of the frame, too blurry to identify, yet somehow menacing. Emily's expression was one of both fear and resolve, as if she knew what was coming. In her last act, she clutched her bag tightly and started running. But in seconds, the shadowy figure was on her. And just like that, the video cut to black. With little to go on, investigators delved into her life. They discovered unsettling details about one of her recent clients, a man named Tyler Gray, who had a history of stalking and violence. Emily had confided in a friend that he made her uncomfortable, but she dismissed it as paranoia. After all, she was trained to handle troubled people. But police learned that Tyler had been obsessed with her, and days before her disappearance, he had shown up at her workplace unannounced. With mounting suspicion, the police tracked Tyler to an abandoned cabin miles away from town. What they found inside was horrifying. Photos of Emily, newspaper clippings, and even personal items stolen from her apartment were scattered around. It was clear Tyler had been watching her for weeks, planning his twisted move. Finally, Tyler was arrested, and in a chilling confession, he revealed the truth. He'd stalked Emily that night and followed her into the parking lot, hoping to convince her that they belonged together. When she tried to run, he overpowered her and took her to that secluded cabin. But the part of his confession that shocked everyone was that Emily fought back with every ounce of strength. She left behind scratches, bruises, and evidence that would later incriminate him. Her final act was one of defiance, ensuring Tyler would never hurt anyone else. Emily's story became a powerful reminder to her town and beyond. She had bravely stood up to her attacker in her final moments, leaving a legacy of courage. Her story was no longer just about tragedy, but about strength and justice. And the footage from that fateful night served as a haunting, yet inspiring, testament to her unbreakable spirit. The town mourned her, but they also celebrated her bravery. Emily Foster may be gone, but the impact of her life and her courage will be remembered forever. Emily's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of staying vigilant and trusting our instincts. If you found her story as moving and haunting as we did, please take a moment to share it. Let's keep her memory alive and spread awareness about the dangers lurking in plain sight. If you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications. Remember, sometimes the smallest actions can make the biggest difference. Stay safe, stay aware, and remember, you're not alone.